Please welcome my good friend Elaine Johnson.
Good evening. Love the crowd. That's what we need. This is my friend Crystal. I'm the Golden Star Mom. She's a Blue Star Mom. Y'all know the difference between us? Yes? No? She has a son that's currently in the military, serving our country. I have a son who was serving in the military and no longer alive today. So that makes me a Gold Star Mom. I was put in this position. I didn't ask to be in this position. I was forced in this position by President Bush. Now we're going to force President Obama to keep this Blue Star Mom a Blue Star Mom, right? That's right. That's what we got to do. I came to speak for nearly 5,000 Americans who have died in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the countless more who have died and are scared for life, both physical and spiritual. I also speak for the hundreds of thousands of Iraqis who have died for a lie and no longer have a voice. I speak for the Afghans who intend to repeat themselves. I come to speak today for my son Darius, who was the number 367 soldiers who died in the war in Iraq. I'm the voice of the majority of the people in this country who believe that it's time to end this war. I am the voice of those who believe that President Bush, ex-president, must be held accountable for what he has done to our country and to our children. The nation has been deceived by President Bush's law. Let's not make another mistake in Afghanistan. Darius wrote me 2 weeks before his death, and he told me, Mama, I want to come home. I want to start a community center for the kids in our community. Life is more than Michael Jordan sneakers, throwback jerseys, and flipping burgers for a living. Darius joined the Army because he couldn't find a good job in Orangeburg County. Darius didn't want to go to Iraq, but he told me, Mommy, I must go because it's my job. And I said, you know what, son, you're a bigger man than President Bush would ever be. I don't blame the military for my son's death, but I do blame the Bush administration. And I will blame the Obama administration if we continue to have Gold Star families. After my son and 15 other soldiers died in the Chinook helicopter, and after I raised countless speaking out against this war, they stopped sending the Chinook helicopter without security behind, the helicopter. So the Chinook does not have armor protection to let you know that missiles are being sent to it. That's why my son was killed, because it was not equipped to carry soldiers but cargo. And I must speak right now, this is the hardest part, but you must let the country know what families are going through because of this war. I must speak the truth about human cost, one life at a time of these wars. I must give the voice to countless mothers grieving over the death of countless children. My son's autopsy report reads that he was killed immediately. His head was separated from his body in the middle of the neck. The right hip was dislocated. The pelvis was broken on the right side. His right upper arm was broken and was not attached to his body. His right lower arm was not attached to his body. His left leg was broken. His ankle was dislocated. His chest was open from the trauma with the lungs and exposed heart. His internal organs were burned as his whole body. This is the mother tales about the truth. This is the human cost about the truth. This is what we need to do now. We need to keep speaking out no matter what. Speak the truth about this war, regardless. I'm happy we have an African-American president, but it does not make a difference to me who the president is, as long as he do the right thing. We don't want to fight in Afghanistan. We want everybody to come home. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear sister, thank you. 60 years of oppression and dispossession. That is the fate of the Palestinian people. Driven away from their homes. They have a right to return to their homes. And here to express that sentiment is Sarah Exmayes of El Adda.
It is my pleasure to be here on behalf of Al Awda, New York, the Palestinian Right to Return Coalition. The occupation of Palestine, Afghanistan, and Iraq are crimes against humanity. In 1948, with the inception of the so-called State of Israel, Palestinian land was stolen by criminal Zionists. Tens of thousands massacred and over 750,000 Palestinians were expelled from their homes. Again in 1967, Israeli forces moved deeper into Palestine, making another 240,000 Palestinians abandon their homes, jobs, life, and land. Today there are over 5.5 million Palestinian refugees worldwide. It is disgraceful that the international community continues and allows such an injustice till this day. For more than 61 years now, the racist Zionist state of Israel has continued to commit unimaginable crimes against innocent Palestinian lives. The United States is also to be blamed for these crimes, for funding Israel with more than $3 billion a year. In the recent attack on Gaza, Israel brutally murdered over 1,400 Palestinians and wounded over 5,000 civilians. Tens of thousands of people were left homeless, jobless, parentless, and lifeless. For the past 8 years since the invasion of Afghanistan and 6 years since the occupation of Iraq, we have witnessed the same murderous campaigns being perpetrated by the U.S. These crimes started by the Bush regime and continue today under Obama are committed in our name. Under false pretense of the so-called war on terror, over 4.5 million Iraqis have become refugees, and the number continues to grow. Over 4,865 American soldiers have died. Is this where we want our tax dollars to go? To support the killing of innocent lives? To have American soldiers lose their lives to support the lies and greed of an ignorant president? Do we, the people of the United States, support apartheid and genocide? No, we do not. Let us speak. Let us make our voices be heard loud and far. We demand that the United States stop sending troops into Iraq